Cursor can already write code, refactor projects, and ship features pretty fast. But one thing most developer tools still completely ignore is marketing. You spend weeks building a product, then suddenly you have to leave your IDE, open 5 different creative tools, figure out video editing, design LinkedIn assets, and somehow turn your release notes into something people actually want to click on. Higgsfield is trying to solve that by turning Cursor into a full creative engine directly inside your workflow. Instead of manually generating ads, visuals, or launch videos yourself, Cursor can actually read your codebase, understand your product, and use Higgsfield through the CLI to generate marketing assets automatically. And this is not just basic image generation either. Higgsfield is basically an entire generative media stack built around agents and automation. You can generate cinematic launch videos, technical infographics, UI visuals, product ads, and even consistent AI founder videos without leaving Cursor. So in this video, I'm going to show you the full workflow end to end. We're going to connect Higgsfield directly into Cursor using their CLI and MCP skills. Then we'll use Cursor to read a real codebase and automatically generate LinkedIn launch videos, architecture graphics, and founder-style update content directly from the repo context itself. I'm starting here inside Cursor, and the goal is to connect Higgsfield directly into the IDE so Cursor can actually generate media assets on its own instead of just writing prompts for us. The setup is surprisingly simple. First, open up the terminal inside Cursor, and we're going to install the Higgsfield CLI globally with this command. This basically gives us access to Higgsfield directly from the command line. So Cursor can trigger generations, upload assets, pull jobs, and manage outputs automatically. Once that finishes installing, the next step is authentication. Run Higgsfield auth login. This opens a browser window, you log into your Higgsfield account, and then your local environment gets linked to the API. So now the terminal inside Cursor can securely talk to Higgsfield's generation infrastructure. Now this next part is the important piece if you actually want Cursor Agent to understand how to use Higgsfield properly. We need to install the Higgsfield skills. What this does is inject the manifests, prompts, and tool definitions Cursor needs so the AI can orchestrate the workflow automatically. Without this step, Cursor is basically guessing. And this is where the whole thing gets interesting, because now Cursor is no longer just a coding assistant. It becomes an orchestration layer. So for example, I have the startup project open right here with a README and landing page already set up. I'm going to open Cursor Agent here, and instead of manually writing ad copy or storyboarding videos myself, I'm just going to let Cursor analyze the project directly from the repo context. Now watch this. I'm going to prompt Cursor with read our readme.md to understand our new database cache-in feature. Use the Higgsfield skill to generate 3 cinematic 5-second 16:9 LinkedIn launch videos explaining this feature. Use the Sora 2 model and give it the high-tech data flow aesthetic. And this is the part I think is really interesting. Cursor is not just forwarding this as a raw prompt. It's actually reading the repo, understanding the feature itself, then deciding how to structure the generation workflow. A few moments later, you can see the generated MP4 files get dropped directly into the project folder right here inside assets/marketing. Honestly, this is the workflow shift that stood out to me the most. Your codebase already contains most of the context needed for your launch content. Your README, release notes, landing pages, feature descriptions, all of that already explains the product. Cursor can use that context directly, and Higgsfield turns it into actual media assets automatically. And because Higgsfield supports cinematic models like Sora 2, the outputs feel much closer to polished launch visuals rather than generic AI slideshow content. Alright, so cinematic launch videos are cool, but honestly, one of the biggest problems with AI-generated content right now is still text rendering. This is where Higgsfield's Nano Banana models are actually pretty interesting. Instead of relying purely on diffusion like traditional image generators, Nano Banana uses a reasoning backbone based on Gemini, so it handles structured layouts, typography, and technical visuals much more accurately. So let's test that inside Cursor. I'm going to prompt Cursor to generate a technical infographic directly from the repo context. Read the README and generate a clean LinkedIn infographic explaining our cache-in architecture. Use Nano Banana Pro and create a modern technical diagram with accurate typography, readable labels, and smooth gradients. Now again, Cursor handles the orchestration automatically. And honestly, this is one of the first times I've seen AI-generated technical graphics that actually hold up when you zoom in. The labels are readable, the typography is consistent, the layout structure makes sense, and even the gradients look clean because Nano Banana uses a higher quality 16-bit pipeline. This is especially useful if you're a founder or indie developer constantly posting launch updates, architecture breakdowns, or product explainers on LinkedIn and Twitter. The next workflow is probably the craziest one in this entire stack. A lot of founders want to post updates consistently, but recording content is honestly a huge bottleneck. Higgsfield is trying to solve that using SoulID together with their video generation models. So before this video, I already trained a SoulID using around 20 photos of myself. The process only takes a few minutes, and the goal is basically to create a persistent digital identity that stays visually consistent across generations. Now, instead of manually recording a founder update, I can let Cursor generate one directly from my project context. So I'm going to prompt Cursor with this. Read the latest entry in changelog.md and write a short founder update announcing the new caching feature. Use my trained SoulID together with Seedance 2.0 to generate a 15-second talking head video with synced voice and cinematic lighting. Now watch the workflow here. Cursor reads the release notes, summarizes the actual feature update, writes the script automatically, then passes everything into Higgsfield using the Seedance model. And Seedance is interesting because it handles video motion, lip sync, and audio generation together in one workflow instead of splitting everything into separate tools. A few minutes later, we get a complete founder-style update video generated directly inside the project workflow. And honestly, I don't think this replaces real creators or real video production. But for asynchronous updates, launch announcements, changelog videos, quick social clips, or startup content that needs to move fast, this is a pretty wild workflow. Once the assets are generated, there are 2 more features inside Higgsfield that are actually pretty useful for founders and teams shipping content at scale. The first one is the virality predictor. Now, obviously, no AI can magically guarantee a viral post. But what Higgsfield does here is analyze the pacing, structure, visuals, motion, and hook quality of the generated content, and then give you a modeled engagement score before you publish. So for example, I can take one of the LinkedIn launch videos Cursor generated earlier and run it through the predictor right here. Then it gives us an engagement estimate together with suggestions for improving the content. So at this point, we have the launch video, the technical infographic, and the founder update video. They've been through the virality predictor and the similarity score. The assets are clean and ready to go. So let's actually close the loop. I have a LinkedIn MCP connected to Cursor through Composio. So I'm sending Cursor one final prompt. Take the 3 assets we just generated. Write LinkedIn captions for each one based on the README and the v0.4.0 release notes, under 1300 characters, strong hook up top, relevant hashtags. Then publish all 3 to my LinkedIn. And watch what happens. Cursor pulls in the project context one more time and writes 3 completely different captions, each tuned to the specific asset. And this is really the moment where the whole workflow shift lands. We started with a codebase, we ended with 3 launch posts published, fully captioned, without ever leaving Cursor, and without manually touching a single creative tool. Honestly, the most interesting part about this whole workflow is not just the media generation itself, it's the fact that everything stays inside Cursor. That's really the shift here. Normally, launching a feature means jumping between your IDE, design tools, video editors, image generators, social media tools, and a bunch of disconnected workflows. But with the Higgsfield CLI and MCP integration, Cursor can basically operate like a creative orchestration layer directly on top of your codebase. So if you want to try this workflow yourself, I'll leave the Higgsfield link down below. You can connect it directly into Cursor using the CLI setup we went through earlier and start experimenting with your own projects and repositories. That's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.